Can you, Malcolm, talk about, like, for a while I feel like your career, we didn't know where it was going. Like they kind of mentioned earlier, getting that first win. But now to have just a career season this kind of late in the game, like how does that reinvigorate your mindset, your excitement to go riding? Like what does it feel like for you coming in?
It's kind of funny, like maybe just because I'm getting older, but like I feel like the win was just an additive to my success of my career. Like I've been going, this will be my 16th year racing professionally. Like, not very many guys have that long of a run because they have injuries or run into whatever that case may be. So I just take a step back and like whenever I do retire, which is not anytime soon, I'm gonna be like, dude, that was one heck of a run, right? So I look at like that as a win, right?
Yeah.
So just taking anything that is a win is obviously a big additive to it, but being able to continue to race professionally at this age, and having it and still at least be competitive is awesome. Like that's a big deal. So I just look at that, and again, that's just all about being older and things like that. So I'm happy with myself with that.
Do you feel like the season off with the knee, and then the season after that, then the win, then racing almost all 31 seasons, has that almost added more time on the back end for you? Like you want to keep doing this for longer?
Yeah, like having that. When it gets taken away from you like that, when I blew my knee out, I was like, okay, like, maybe this is, that, like, maybe this is it. And then it was like, nah, I'm not done. Like, it just made you miss it. Like, you don't realize how much you actually miss it until it was, I could have just really just stopped right then and there and just called it a day and just wanted to go fishing or whatever. But it just, I felt like I had unfinished business that I wanted to do. And that's kind of what just brought me back. Like, just continue to keep doing it and having fun. So I didn't want to end it like that, right? It's an injury and everybody's it. He's done. It's whatever. Like I at least want to go out there. At least I know I gave it everything I got and go from there. Win more races. Now that I know what it feels like to win one, of course I want to repeat that and continue to keep going and win more races, and we'll see where we fall.
Does getting one win now, does that add pressure at this point, or does it take it away? Because you could feel pressure to win more, or obviously that's not.
No, I feel like it took away, if anything. Just to have your name on the history list is a big accomplishment. I feel like a lot of us, come in there and everybody wants to do it, but actually doing it separates a big one. So being on that list is a big deal, and whatever happens from here, who knows? But going to 2026, the goal is to win more races.
And I do believe we've got a bike that's very competitive, and it can get me to where I need to be. So they're very open with me. They listen to me. I listen to them, and like it was cool. Like we had that test a couple weeks ago. Guys from Austria came over, and the development and what they were able to do for me was massive. So it's it's good to have a solid group running.
I don't think anybody's asked this yet, but what are you looking forward to with racing the full 31 races this year, rather than doing like 250 and 450 doing the entire season?
Well, one thing is the points situation, because when I went into the SMX rounds, I started at 12th or whatever it was, where if I would have at least had some of the 250 rounds, it would have been like 4th or 5th. So having that will help out the SMX for sure. But yeah, I mean, also it's just building, like I said, I keep saying, like being there each weekend and getting better. I did the same thing for so many years, where it was nice to finally have something new, and said that it's kind of like a new chapter in my career. It's like that next part that I've been needing to get to.
Yeah, you're like a veteran to the sport, but a rookie to coming to A1. So is that anything different in your mind, or in what you prepare for? Or?
I mean, yeah, I'm a rookie, but also, I'm older now. So, I mean, I feel like I've got a different mindset of a rookie coming in, especially like what I did during outdoors and SMX helps out.
Yeah.
Like, just gives me confidence in knowing where I can be. And that was with no testing or anything. So it's like, look, if I could get some testing in, get my comfort, get some starts, and just race my way into it. I feel like nothing's kind of unexpected on my side, at least. Like I could go out at A1 and get 10th, and I'd be like, oh, cool. Or I could go out and get a top 5 and be like, oh, okay, cool. Like no one really kind of expects anything right now. So that's nice, just not really having any pressure. Dude, it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I got humbled real quick. Like we went to out here in California, and I mean, rode with someone that had something else, and I thought it was going to be a good change, and it felt great out here. And then I got back to Florida, and dude, it got away from me in the whoops and couldn't bring it back. Yeah, that was it. So it's off my bike now. That I won't be back on it. So that was my answer. I mean, right away, as soon as literally first day back in Florida, it got away from me, and like I was off the bike a couple weeks. Nothing crazy, but still training here and there. But it would have been nice to have a couple extra days of testing.
You were just generally banged up, or was there one part of your body that was, you were
That's
really
why
sick?
someone said something about Ironman. Yeah, it was. I broke my scapula and a couple ribs. But yeah, that was nothing compared to what I thought it was. So yeah, it was literally, I was off the bike 2.5 weeks. So yeah, I've been back on the bike about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, you damaged your ribs as well before the Nations.
Yeah.
So is that a continuation of that, or is this a separate thing? Or?
See, I don't know exactly what the plan was. Like, dude, Nations was the most pain I've ever had to ride it in my life. And it said they said they weren't broke then, just ripped them off the fascia. Dude, I broke them for sure this time, and dude, I felt like it was a walk in the park compared to what I did at Nations. So I don't know exactly. I can't tell you, but
I feel like now with guys like Jordan Smith and RJ out of the 250 class, like you and this new kind of, not necessarily new, but there's like a new crop of guys that are pegged to be the winners, right? Like, does that give you more pressure, or is that something that excites you? Like, how does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes it a little bit better. Those guys are such staple, or they were staple in the 250 class, and every year you have guys like me, there's Hayden, there's these Juju, there's their younger crowd coming in, but those guys are always going to be there every weekend, and they're always going to fight you. There's veterans in our class, but now that those guys are out, I feel like there needs to be a new staple in our class.
Yeah.
And why not it be, So, and even once Hayden gets out of the class, like there needs to be a new guy that is that guy, and it's really my goal.
Has this like mindset of really believing in yourself, did that come from Davey, or where has that kind of come from?
Yeah, mostly from Davey. I've always believed in myself and had good confidence, but I think you need a guy when you do have the ups and downs to be there for you, and he's been that guy. And, he's been a huge help.
That's cool.
Yeah, outdoors is rough. Obviously, I had that big injury, and I wasn't even going to plan on racing the first round of outdoors, and it kind of came along quicker than I thought, with the help of Dr. G and the people around me. But yeah, I think having such a big injury like that, and then trying to come back and being where you want to be, and confidence also takes a huge swing when you're fighting yourself. So I don't really know what the smart way would have been to go about that, but I think racing is the best way to obviously improve yourself. But by the time SMX and the last couple of rounds of outdoors came around, I was kind of where I wanted to be. I wanted to be a little bit better than that, but I started coming around, and I got on better.
It fits my riding style good, and just the vibe here with the team is really good. So it seems like the ceiling here is like pretty high.
That kind of like leads me to my question. What is the dynamic like with this team versus the previous team you were with? Obviously, like everyone training together, huge team. Now it's kind of a little bit smaller vibe. You can kind of be a little bit more individualized. How does that work for you?
Yeah, it's obviously a lot smaller, and the team can kind of hone in on me, or my teammates, whatever. So I think that's good. You can get maybe more out of it. There's a lot of guys on the previous team, and a lot going on. So here I can really focus on myself too, and worry about what I need to be. Worry about what I need to be doing better, to be where I should be.
Did you feel like you lost some of that in previous years? Like maybe you weren't able to focus on like specifically your bike setup or something you needed in training or something like that?
Maybe, yeah, but I would just say you could work on it a lot more here.
Does being with the Husky program, are you training with Alden, or do you have the option to, or what's kind of your program for that?
Yeah, so Justin Boyd is a trainer for the 250 side, and he's obviously been helping us a lot, but we still ride and do all of our stuff for the 450 guys in Alton too.
How do you like that program, or just being down there?
It's good, yeah, it's really good. The tracks are really good there, the program's good. We have a good group. Obviously I can learn a lot from Malcolm and RJ, so that group's really good, and I think it's very beneficial.